I am so well. Thank you, Nina Parker. Thank you, Dr. Monique Gary, for joining me live out of Dallas, Texas. How are you both doing?
Of course. Good.
Fantastic.
Well, thank you so much. I want my audience to know once again, I'm talking to the Emmy-nominated host, Nina Parker, and she is lending her voice along with Dr. Monique Gary to discuss, a very important campaign. Nina, why don't you start us off if you can? Tell us why you decided to raise awareness about triple-negative breast cancer.
Yeah, I mean, simply my mother was diagnosed with breast cancer, and I went on this journey to find more information because I have to be honest, I was devastated when she got her diagnosis, and I felt a little helpless. And one of the ways that I empowered myself to be able to support her was through education. And I found out about triple negative breast cancer along my journey and found out that it affects Black women differently than our counterparts. And I really wanted to find out more. And that's really what led me to collaborate with Merck on uncovering TNBC.
Thank you for sharing that, because I know it's also a little bit personal. I'd like to switch to Dr. Gary and ask her to tell us about triple-negative breast cancer, what it is, and why is there a disparity for Black women who face this disease?
Absolutely, Valder. Triple negative breast cancer is not the most common type of breast cancer. It only accounts for maybe 10 to 15% of all breast cancers, but it is the most aggressive, meaning it's difficult to treat. It's more likely to recur. It grows quickly, and by the time it's diagnosed, it may have already spread. And unfortunately, Black women are twice as likely to be diagnosed with this type of breast cancer. We're seeing it in younger women, under the age of 40 even, and we see it associated more with the BRCA1 and 2 mutations. And it's why we're collaborating with Merck on uncovering TNBC, because there's so much information for people to know, and we want this on everyone's radar.
I know we don't have enough time, Dr. Gary, and I know it's a little off script, but what do women need to look for in order maybe to catch this earlier with their breast oncologist maybe?
It's a great question, and the number one symptom of breast cancer is no symptom at all, and it's why getting those screenings is so important. But we're seeing this in younger women who might be too young for screening, and so they've got to learn to listen to their bodies. If they feel a lump, if they have changes in their skin or in their nipple, these are things that you need to take to the doctor, and the doctor shouldn't just say, oh, you're too young for breast cancer. We know that that's not true. Their doctor should take them seriously and should do all the workup. So we need all hands on deck to make sure that we can find TNBC early while it's treatable and while it's beatable.
Great advice. Nina, what advice do you have for women who might be going through a cancer diagnosis such as this?
Listen, I think what we want to say is that it's okay to feel scared. It's okay to feel overwhelmed, but also it's a good thing to advocate for yourself, to seek a healthcare provider that fits your needs and ask questions. And if you feel like you're not able to get those questions met, you can find another healthcare provider. This is not something you are married to. It is not your husband. You can divorce it, okay? I want people to feel empowered to make those changes if they have to, so you find the right fit, because personalities clash. You want to make sure, because this is somewhere where you should feel the most support, where you should be able to ask as many questions. Dr. Mo is not my doctor, and I've been asking her questions all day, and I feel better with every answer. And so while you may be on a journey, having knowledge is so important, and to me, it's so comforting. And it was very comforting to my mom as I got information for her, and we asked questions along the way.
Thank you so very much. Dr. Gary, I'm going to wrap up with you. I'd like your takeaways for my audience to remember about this condition we're talking, triple negative breast cancer, and Black women being impacted so much by this disease. What do you want them to know?
Absolutely. I want them to know that knowledge is power, but knowledge without action is not power. And so we want people to feel empowered by taking action. And what that means is knowing your body. It means doing your self-exam. It means talking to your family, knowing your risk. It means going to our website, uncovertnbc.com, because there is a lot of misinformation out there, but this site has really great information and great resources to know your risk. It's got a guide for you to be able to have that conversation with your healthcare professional professional because we know it can be an uncomfortable conversation. And most importantly, it has stories of other women, Black women especially, who are living and thriving with triple-negative breast cancer, and they can serve as inspiration and hope. So there's something for everybody to do this October and beyond, and it starts by going to uncovertnbc.com.
Ladies, I want to thank you so much for talking about something we need to talk more about, because the more we talk about something, hopefully the more comfortable we get. Thank you both, Doctor and Nina. I really appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you.
Oh, thank you so much.
Hi, I'm Valder Beebe, host of The Valder Beebe Show. We have over 1,000 videos on ValderBeebeShow.com and YouTube.com/Valder Beebe Show. We upload new videos daily. Our site is a modern baby boomer platform with news and information important to boomers. Subscribe to youtube.com/Valder Beebe Show and stay connected as I interview the world's most fascinating people.